Hello students, welcome. And as you know that we have completed the previous chapter, the third level. So let's begin the next one. This is chapter number 4, or the chapter name is Enemy. So about chapter number 2 and 3 we'll see later, and now we are starting chapter number 4. Pearl S. Buck is the author. The full name is Pearl Siren Stryker Buck, was an American writer and novelist. As the daughter of missionaries, Buck spent most of her life before 1934 in Zhejiang, China. So the author is female. Her novel The Good Earth was the best-selling fiction book in the United States in 1931 and 1932 and won the Pulitzer Award Prize in 1932. So this is our chapter. Theme: the enemy gives the message that humanism transcends, crosses all man-made prejudices and barriers. Dr. Sadao upholds the ethics of medical profession in treating an enemy. The story is a great lesson of peace, love, sympathy, fellow feeling, and humanism. So this story is, as the title is The Enemy, this story is about an enemy, and the enemy is treated by Dr. Sadao. So we are going to see whether it is right or not. If we talk about humanity, it's definitely right. For a doctor, it should not matter whom he is treating, whether that is an enemy, friend, his nation mate, or somebody else. And Dr. Sadao proved that yes, he was not only a good doctor, but he was a good human being as well. Introduction of the chapter. The story highlights how a Japanese doctor saves the life of an American prisoner of war and rises above narrow national prejudices, narrow discriminations. He risks his honor, career, position, and life by sheltering a war prisoner of the enemy camp and saving his life. So this Japanese doctor, Dr. Sadao, saves the life of a prisoner of war. A prisoner of war, an American. But he risks his honor and his career, position in life. Because if government comes to know, even if the common public comes to know that their doctor was sheltering an enemy and was treating a prisoner of war, they would be against him. But he just took risk of all of this. The author has beautifully portrayed the conflict in the doctor's mind as a private individual and as a citizen with a sense of national loyalty. So he has a fight between both his duties, being a citizen or citizen of a sense of having a sense of nation love, patriot, or a citizen. So what is important? He has to fight with this, and he comes with the solution beautifully. He was not sent to the war front because of his discovery, and he was also taking care of the sick general who might need a surgery any time. So in this line you can see that Dr. Sadao was the best doctor, of course, but he was not sent for the soldiers at the war site. He was kept in the city by the general because the general could need a surgery anytime and he needed the best doctor. So to save only one life of the old general, hundreds of lives, the soldiers who were at war were not getting the best doctor of their area. He wanted only Dr. Sadao to take care of him. One evening, he and his wife, Dr. Sadao and his wife, found an injured POW, prisoner of war, at the coast. The doctor knew that they would be arrested if they sheltered a white man. The wounded man was a prisoner of war who had escaped with a bullet on his back. You must have seen in the movies or in the storybooks that when especially a criminal, maybe a prisoner of war, tries to escape, the police tries to stop him and fires a bullet, and there was a bullet on the enemy's back. Since Japan was at war with America, sheltering an enemy meant being a traitor to Japan. So if you shelter a Japanese prisoner of war, it means you do not love your country. It is the definition by you can say the common public or by the rigid nation lovers who just think their nationality, their patriotism is above all, even above the humanity, even above the humanism. So according to these people, if you are harboring uh, an enemy, you are a traitor. Dr. Sadao could be arrested if anyone complained against him and accused him, blamed him of harboring an enemy. The servants, gardener and cook, were frightened that their master was going to treat the wound of a white man. And white man means an enemy, American. They felt that after being cured, the white man will take revenge on the Japanese. They think that if Dr. Sadao treats him and he gets fine, then this man will take revenge. This man will kill the persons who had saved them because he is an enemy. Yumi, the maid, also was frightened. She refused to wash the white man. So in this slide you can see there are 3 servants, gardener and cook, and Yumi. Hana rebuked the maid who had refused to wash a wounded helpless man. After so many thoughts and conflicts, finally Dr. Sadao took the injured soldier to his house to treat him. They came to a decision that once when he would be fine, he would be treated, then they would hand him over to police. So he was very much bleeding, he had to be washed. Hana, as a you can say as the owner of the house, gave an order to her servant Yumi to wash the white man, but she refused this. Then she dipped a small towel into the streaming hot water and washed the white man's face. So Hana herself had to do this. She kept on washing him until his upper body was quite clean. But she dared not to turn him over. She dared not to touch him. In this text, you will be getting plenty of examples where you would see the 2 emotions, humanity and patriotism, in the same instance. Here, she is a good human being. She is cleaning the body of the enemy for surgery, for treatment. But on the other hand, she doesn't want to touch him because he was the enemy. So you can see both the emotions. Dr. Sadao and his wife Hana had told the servants that they only wanted to bring the man to his senses so that they could turn him over as a prisoner. They knew that the best possible course under the circumstances was to put him back into the sea. It was the best possible course for general public. But for a doctor, could he throw a man into the sea who was half dead? The duty of a doctor does not allow him to do that, to let a man die. The duty of a doctor is to save a man if he can, irrespective of who he is, what is his caste or anything else. He has to save a man if he can. This is his duty. However, Dr. Sadao was against handing over a wounded man to the police. Dr. Sadao thought that he's so much wounded, he's so much bleeding, that now handing him over to a police would be a crime. So he first wanted him to be treated, then he would hand him over to the police. So in this way, he is, you can say, listening to his conscience. He is serving his duty as a doctor, and later on when he would hand him over to police, he would serve his duty as a true patriot as well. He carried him to his house, he operated upon him and extracted the bullet from his body. The bullet was out. He kept the white man in his house. He and his wife looked after him and fed him till he was strong enough to walk on his legs. So this enemy was strong enough now, he could walk on his legs. The bullet was taken out of the body, he was treated, and Hana took great care of him. On the 7th day since Dr. Sadao had operated upon the young white man, their 3 servants left all together in the afternoon, and a messenger came there in official uniform. So on the 7th day after the operation, the servants left the house because they did not want to live in such a house where an enemy was sheltered. They were giving warning to Dr. Sadao since when he had taken the enemy in. But now, because they were so rigidly patriot, so they left the house. And On the same day in the afternoon, a messenger came. He told Dr. Sadao that he had to come to the palace at once as the old general was in pain again. Because of old general, Dr. Sadao was not sent with the war. Because Dr. General's condition was not good, he could need surgery any time. So finally there was the time when the general was in pain again. Hana tried to cover his mistake by expressing regret and admitted that the general's illness was enough. Where it is, when the messenger came, actually, Hana got so worried. Hana connected both the things. Hana thought that in the morning the servants had left the house, and in the afternoon the messenger is coming. So she connected that maybe the servants had told each and everything thing to the police, and that is why the messenger had come to arrest Sadao. So she was repeatedly asking questions to messenger, and the messenger something said that the general was ill, and she said, okay, is that it? Only general is ill? You don't have any other message? But that was a very bad thing to say. Is it only, is there nothing else message? So she admitted that yes, general's illness was enough to call Sadao. Dr. Sadao told the general about the white man. Dr. Sadao told the general about the white man. Okay, this is important line. Since Sadao was indispensable to the general, indispensable which cannot be separated, he promised that Dr. Sadao would not be arrested. Dr. Sadao has told each and everything to the general, that he had sheltered an enemy and he had treated him. And look at the general, he is so selfish. Because he needs Dr. Sadao, he said, don't worry, nothing will happen to you. Although he has done something which is against nation, but still general is with him and said that you would not be arrested. The general promised to send his private assassins to kill the man silently and secretly at night and remove his body. So the general came with the solution that do not tell it to police. I will be sending some murderers to your house, and his body will be removed. So Dr. Sadao also agreed to this idea, because now he could not hand him over to police, because the police would definitely arrest him. Dr. Sadao left the outer partition of white man's room open deliberately. He left the doors open so that if the murderers come at night, they directly enter into the house, into the room. He waited anxiously, worriedly for 3 nights. The servants had left their house, but nothing happened. The servants had gone, and he waited for 3 nights, but the assassins did not come. His wife Hana had to cook, clean the house, serve the wounded man. She was unaccustomed, unstoppable. She was continuously doing labor. He was anxious, worried that they would get rid of the man. Slowly, he recovered. So the servants had gone, everything has to be done by Hana, and the man is also getting recovered. Dr. Sadao told Tom, so Tom is the enemy in the chapter. The name of the enemy is Tom. Dr. Sadao told Tom, the white man, that he was quite well then. He offered to put his boat on the shore that night. It would have food and extra clothing in it. Tom might be able to row to the little island which was not far from the coast. It had not been fortified. It had not been secured. It had not been, you can say, secured in the war purpose. Means there are no military soldiers. The water was quite deep. This slide is very important. This slide is when Dr. Sadao was tired of waiting for the murderers of the general, and he himself decided to do something to send the enemy not only out of his house but also out of the nation. So he is now helping the enemy to escape. He gave a boat. He put all the required material, food, quails and everything, and he asked Tom to go to a little island which was nearby that area. Nobody lived there on island as it was submerged in storm, but now since it was not the season of storm, he could live there till he saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. So he gave him instructions that Tom would have to wait for only a Korean fishing boat. He gave the man his flashlight. He had to signal twice with his flashlight at sunset in case his food ran out. They decided a time that the enemy would be giving flashlights as signals to Sadao. If he needs food, he will have to give 2 flashlights. And see how smartly Dr. Sadao decided that Tom would give signals only at the time of sunset, because the time should be fixed. Moreover, in daylight the flashlights cannot be seen, and if the flashlights are given at night, then many people could notice it and could doubt that who the person is there on the island. So there was a fixed time, the sunset, where Dr. Sadao could see towards the island and get the signals. In case he was still there and alright, he was to signal only once. If he was there, rest everything is okay, he would give 1 flashlight. If he needed food, he'll have to give 2 flashlights. Dr. Sadao gave the man Japanese clothes and covered his blonde head with black cloth. So he just hid all his identities like an American. In short, Dr. Sadao helped the man to escape from Japan. At the same time, he also got rid of the man. So Dr. Sadao, as a good human being, treated him, and then as a good patriot, asked the enemy to go out of his nation so that he is not a danger to his nation. In this way, he fulfilled both his duties. This was just the overview of the chapter, and from the next video, we'll have the detailed text reading.